July 9th, 2024. Munich, Germany, in one of the biggest stages in football, a European Championship semi-final, Spain versus France, a nation filled with superstars like Mbappe, Dembele, and Griezmann against a teenager who wasn't even old enough to drive in most countries. But this wasn't just a football match. Days before kickoff, a French player had sent a message. During a press conference, Rabiot said that if Lamine wants to play in the final, he will have to do more things than the ones he has done so far. A statement directed at a 16-year-old boy, and by the final whistle, that statement would come back to haunt him forever. But who was Yamal? Before Europe knew his name, Barcelona already did. Yamal was one of the brightest talents to ever come through La Masia, the same academy that produced legends like Lionel Messi, Andres Iniesta, and Xavi Hernandez. From a very young age, coaches were saying something unusual, not that he was good, not that he had potential, but that he was different. At just 15 years old, he made his first team debut for FC Barcelona, while teenagers are worried about school exams. Yamal was playing in front of 90,000 fans. The tournament. Coming into Euro 2024, expectations weren't that high. Many fans viewed Spain as a talented team, but not necessarily favorites. Meanwhile, countries like France, England, and Germany were getting most of the attention. Then the tournament began, and Spain started destroying expectations. They beat team after team. They won against Croatia 3-0. Then they won against Italy 1-0, and it didn't stop. They won against Albania and Georgia, even including Germany, playing fast football. And at the center of it all was a teenager, Lamine Yamal. Every match he looked more dangerous, and every match the hype continued to grow. The comment that changed everything days before the game, French midfielder Adrien Rabiot was asked about Lamine Yamal. His response immediately went viral. Rabiot said, "If Lamine wants to play in a final, he'll have to do more than what he's done so far." It's not the most disrespectful comment ever made, but football doesn't work that way. Football turns comments into motivation. Football creates stories. And suddenly, the semifinal had a new storyline. The French international versus the 16-year-old wonder kid. The world was waiting for the response. Then the match begins, and things immediately go wrong for Spain. Only a few minutes into the game, France scores ADN. The stadium erupts. France lead 1-0. Spain are stunned, and suddenly all the pressure is on. A place in the final is slipping away. France are in control. At least that's what it looked like. Then the ball reached Lamine Yamal. 21st minute, and Lamine receives possession outside the box. He's surrounded with no obvious shooting angle and no clear opening. Most players would pass. Most players would play it safe. But Lamine Yamal isn't most players. He moves the ball, looks up, and shoots, and then the ball crashes into the top corner with absolute perfection. One of the greatest goals of the tournament. One of the greatest goals ever scored in a European Championship semi-final. The stadium explodes. Spain explodes. The football world explodes, and in a single moment, the response had arrived. But the goal wasn't just beautiful, it was historic. Lamine Yamal became the youngest goal scorer in European Championship history at only 16 years old. Think about that. Thousands of footballers have played this tournament, some of the greatest players ever, and yet it was a teenager who broke the record. A teenager playing in a semi-final against France under immense pressure. The moment instantly became legendary. Only minutes after Yamal's goal, Spain struck again. The momentum had completely shifted. France went from leading the match to chasing it. Spain's confidence grew and France became frustrated. And despite France's incredible talent, they couldn't find a way back. The Spanish defense held strong. Then it happened. The referee blew the final whistle. Spain 2. France 1. Spain were heading to the European Championship final. France were eliminated. After the match, fans immediately returned to Rabiot's comments. Social media exploded. Memes flooded the internet. Videos went viral. Then Spain ended up winning the final. It was hard to believe that a 16-year-old won the Euros. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments where that goal ranks among the greatest goals in European Championship history.